Hi, welcome to Books and Bocadillos. My name is Mariandrea, and today I am doing day 3 of the Poetry Readathon. The Poetry Readathon is hosted by Charlie at Charlie Brick Reads and Charles at Charles Heathcote. And every day so far, I've been doing a poem a day. It might not work that way for all of the prompts, but we'll see. So for day 3, I am looking at the prompt for award winner. So Wistawa Szymborska is a Polish poet, and she is the winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature. This poetry collection, titled Poems New and Collected, was published by Harcourt in 1998. And I want to share my favorite poem in this collection. I have not finished reading this collection, but so far, from as much as I've read to about here. So far, my favorite is this one that I'm going to read today. I guess I'll read it first and then I'll say why it's my favorite. So the title of this poem is Memory Finally. Memory's finally found what it was after. My mother has turned up. My father has been spotted. I dreamed up a table and 2 chairs. They sat. They were mine again, alive again for me. The 2 lamps of their faces gleamed at dusk as if for Rembrandt. Only now I can begin to tell in how many dreams they've wandered, in how many crowds I dragged them out from underneath the wheels, in how many deathbeds they moaned with me at their side. Cut off, they grew back, but never straight. The absurdity drove them to disguises. So what if they felt no pain outside me? They still ached within me. In my dreams, gawking crowds heard me call out, "Mom," to a bouncing, chirping thing up on a branch. They made fun of my father's hair and pigtails. I woke up ashamed. So finally, one ordinary Friday night, they suddenly came back, exactly as I wanted. In a dream, but somehow freed from dreams, obeying just themselves and nothing else. In the picture's background, possibilities grew dim. Accidents lacked the necessary shape, only they shone, beautiful because, just like themselves, they appeared to me for a long, long, happy time. I woke up. I opened my eyes. I touched the world, a chiseled picture frame. This was Memory Finally by Wislawa Szymborska. And I love this poem because I think I maybe referenced it or shared about it when I talked about Dia de los Muertos. I think I remember reading this poem, if not on BookTube, just to myself for Dia de los Muertos. It's my favorite because I tend to have vivid dreams, and sometimes, not often, but sometimes my loved ones, especially those that are deceased, come to me in my dreams. And I remember in the last year, I had a very vivid dream in which my dad, who's deceased, and my mom, who's still living, were in my dream at a dining room table. So it was myself, and I was having dinner, sobremesa, with my parents. And we were talking, and it was a lovely dream. And it made me think, like, I can't even think the last time I experienced that, like to have my parents at a table with me. So that was a beautiful dream. And I think that then later when I read this poem, it reminded me of the dream. And I felt connected to it because of that. And then I came back to it for this because just the other night, maybe like in the last month or so, my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, was in my dream. So vivid. Like I could see her and like I could have a cup of tea with her and I could talk to her. And that was lovely. So I liked this poem for that reason, because even though the people we love pass on, they're still with us. And I just think, I hope that, there will be other times when I get to entertain my loved ones in my dreams and seat them at my table and have a lovely chat with them. So for that reason, this poem is special. I feel like Wistawa Szymborska and I were experiencing similar dreams or yearnings or reflections. And so I feel very connected to this. So that's it. This is day 3 of the Poetry Readathon, and this is Wistawa Szymborska, Polish poet, winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature. I highly recommend this collection. I know I told you I'm not through it all yet, but every poem I've read in here has been just truly wonderful and evocative. So yeah, that's all I have. Hasta la próxima.